Welcome back to Vlogs by Nay. I'm Nay, and this is day 3 of Decentering Men. I apologize in advance if I seem off in this video. I just want to start by saying I don't understand why people are so mean to me. I literally just mind my business and do my own thing, but people still find a way to just like be mean, and I don't understand that. So before I start crying and give them even more reason to talk about me, let me start this video. So day 3 is pretty much taking a moment to reflect on my past situations and past relationships and friendships and how they've shaped me as a person and the way they affected my view on love and self-worth and just men in general. So honestly, I feel like I've told y'all this before. I've only been in 2 real relationships, but I technically only count it as one because that situation was very messy, and I was young and very naive and thought I knew everything about love and relationships. So and he always told me we were never in a relationship, so I don't even know why I counted it as one. And he cheated on me, not one, not even 2, but 3 times. And I didn't find out until the 3rd time when I realized, and they told me that it was 3 times and that was not the first time. But anyways, and you know what is even crazier about that situation? I stayed with him after that, and I continued to talk to him for 2 years after that. He moved back to California, and I continued to talk to him for 2 years. Yep, like a fucking idiot. And I kept hoping that maybe he would come to his senses and realize, like, this was a good girl. I don't even know why I did her like that, but he had deeper issues to work through, and I hope that he's worked through them. But that whole experience alone still affects me to this day, and it has me questioning, like, it has me questioning myself and, like, what about me made him feel like he needed to cheat? Was I not enough? Was I lacking something? Did I do something wrong? Like, I had to make the situation seem like it was my fault when it wasn't. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. And yet somehow I still convinced myself that there's a reason why I got cheated on. There was a reason why I got cheated on, and I just wasn't enough. I did something that just was not enough. And that's what I told myself. And I think that situation, because that was my first time ever getting cheated on, I think that situation planted the seed for me needing validation from men. And I remember telling myself, like, if I could just get the right guy to choose me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have these problems, you know what I'm saying? And maybe I'd be enough. Maybe if I could just find the right guy and he chooses me, finally somebody chooses me, then I would be enough. That wasn't the case, though. That wasn't the case. And then my second relationship came along, and that was my first real relationship, and that was probably the first time where a man truly put me first in certain circumstances. And he made me feel wanted. He made me feel prioritized. He gotta do the work, Nay. You gotta do the work. You gotta talk about it. He wasn't afraid to express his emotions to me. He made me feel safe, and I was able to experience love in a way that I never thought was possible for me. And it was good for a while. Oh my God. Sorry, y'all. It was good for a while, and then it wasn't. And then that relationship ended. And I went through the worst depression, the worst version of myself. And I'm crying because I wasn't there for me. I wasn't there for me, and I neglected me, and I put me through situations that she didn't need to be in, all because I was trying to process why somebody you could love so deeply just drop you just like that. So thank God the tears didn't fall. So yeah, so that whole situation made me feel like I just was not worthy of love. And to this day, I still tell myself he's happily in a new relationship and has been in a new relationship for years now. And I just can't find anybody to love me, which makes me think like I was the problem. And I'm just not worthy of love. I'm just not deemed worthy enough of such a powerful and nurturing experience. So when you break down the two situations, I had one relationship where I wasn't even fucking acknowledged as a girlfriend. And then I had another relationship where I had someone who loved me so deeply, or so I thought. He let me go. He didn't fight. He hasn't come back. He's not coming back. So I look at these two relationships and I think to myself, what does that say about me? What does that say about me? I couldn't get a relationship in high school. Couldn't get a relationship in middle school. And barely could get relationships in college. Got two and they both left me. So what does that say about me? What does that say about my worth? I say it says that I'm damaged goods. Sorry. You have to do the work. And so that's something that I still struggle with today. And every time I put myself out there thinking like, okay, it's going to be different. I've done the work to heal. I put myself out there thinking it's going to be different, and I end up back at square one. Like, the last man who actually loved me, or so they say, I I couldn't keep him. And you know, that made me think like maybe I'm just not meant for love. Maybe love is just not meant for me. Maybe I am love itself. And that's just what I'm put here to do, is to just love other people. Like, is there a love for love? I just don't think I'm worthy of it. Because when you think about it, my entire life, I've just been fighting for everybody's love, and like, why is it such a bad? Let me rephrase that. When I say, and I'm not fighting for everybody's love, and this obviously goes way deeper than just men, because there are people out there who, you know, match my energy when it comes to giving love, but I just realized I've been literally fighting. I've been fighting for love my entire life from people who should just give it to me. Like, yeah. I've been fighting, or I fought the fight, and I just gave up. But for a minute, when I was younger, I fought so hard for my mom to stay. And she didn't. So I was fighting for her, and now I feel like I'm fighting for my dad's love. I'm fighting for my grandpa's love. I'm fighting for love that should have just been given. And I just realized that. So I'm sorry. I just never looked at it like that. Like, I've been in constant war my entire life. And maybe that's the reason why I have so much love to give, because I barely got it, or I feel like I didn't get it. That may not be the case, but my feelings, they don't align with logic. They're just there. And healing isn't linear, so this whole experience has, you know, made me reflect a lot on decentering men and really getting to the root of the problem, and you know, how I want to move forward. Because I don't want my value to determine I don't want my value to be determined by whether or not a man chooses me. I want to choose myself. And that's kind of where I am with love and relationships and friendships even, and my self-worth. I just want to be able to be in a space where I'm not in my head about stuff that I can't change, and about just everything.